this week we helped Microsoft with, we had a roundtable discussion at their project management conference, which is a
Hmm.
virtual conference they had for Microsoft Project. Um, a while ago, we used to do all these conferences in person, but now we're doing them all virtually.
Yep.
And it's called Project Management in a Connected World. And it's really interesting. We got to see the latest updates on what Microsoft is doing with the product, which is very exciting. And we
Yeah.
also got to do a roundtable discussion on our particular topic, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great. I mean, they had like 8,000 registrants or something for that. So the topic
Mm.
of project management is still alive and well today. And, project and work management is really going on. So in that, you had some learnings and some things that you
Hmm.
shared beyond
Right.
what Microsoft had shared about some of the things we're doing. Would you want to explore that a little bit more?
Yeah, they had some great great sessions and a good keynote. It was really interesting to learn about what they're doing with the product, and the things that they're working on with the product. And when I say that, I'm talking about project and what they're
Mhm.
referring to as project for the web. One of the big things that they were able to do is extend the ability to view and edit a task that's assigned to you from a project for the web schedule by just having an Office like E3 or E5 license.
Yeah, and that's huge, right? I mean, we've talked a lot about kind of the democratization of work management. And in the past, it's always been, no matter if it's a Microsoft product like Project Online, Project Server in the past, or it's some of the competitors that are out there, you always had to have licenses for every single person that was out there that needed to work. So that became an inhibitor to really allowing everyone to participate. And we've had customers for years say, well, we're a big organization, we really want everyone to have the opportunity to participate in, even if all they have is one task, they had to have a license and one project
Right.
that they're working on. So now this gives the abilities for pretty much everyone, because everyone's probably going to have an Office license, to be able to participate, right?
Yeah, it does. It changes everything, because let's admit it. I mean, project portfolio management systems, including Project Server and Project Online, adoption has always been a challenge. And that's one of those barriers to adoption has always been licensing.
Hmm.
And it's been a continued discussion. Why do I need a license to be able to provide an update back to the project manager about the status of a task? And
Right.
by just including that into the Office, 365 subscription licensing for the enterprise, what they're
Hmm.
doing is they're basically allowing everyone to participate in a meaningful way on these projects and these project schedules. And that's
Hmm.
creating a greater opportunity for collaboration on the projects. And it it's transformational to actual project scheduling itself, because project scheduling is no longer a representation of what's going on. It's interactive. It's the work that's happening, and it's closer to the work because the people doing the work get to provide their own updates now.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Which has always been a huge thing. We've seen people in the past to get around licensing and other constraints they'd have the project managers go and enter all the data, and that's not a good use of a
No.
project manager's time. 10 people on your team
Yeah.
to go try to enter all the data and do the updates and everything else, and it's just yeah, by democratizing the work, as you point out, you're pushing the work closer to where it's actually happening, the management of the work
Mm.
and the information. So the people doing it are doing the updates, and that's like I said, that's transformational. Um,
Yeah, it really can be.
and you also, there's a couple other things that were really cool that I saw on those. You pointed out they're doing templates as well, so they're going to be able
Yes.
to do templates that are more departmental level. So as you think about
Mhm.
moving from these PPM type heavyweight solutions, which are they're always going to be needed, but really moving it across the enterprise, there's an awful lot of work. We've talked about this in the past that happens all over the place in different
Right.
departments: HR, marketing, corporate communications, engineering, whatever, that aren't necessarily like software development or construction projects. They're just part of the work that's going on. And to be honest, Microsoft maybe they always do a great job of kind of catching up when they get behind, but they may have been a little behind, like some of the, Thursday.coms or whatever that are out there, that really cater to these kind of departmental level things. And now with like the templates, and a more content-rich environment, I think they're really going to be able to speak to those kind of audiences and make it
Yeah.
easier to just kind of get going with work and project management.
Yeah, the templates are a really good development, makes it easier to get started. And it brings an industry focus to the projects themselves as well by having them purposed. And
Right.
I'm energized about that. I'm also really excited about the people management view, Mike. And so, what it is it's a view of people that are working across all projects and their
Hmm.
tasks that they're working on. So it's a place for you to go to learn about what your tasks are, like a My Task page. But it also is representation of your capacity for work and what you've been assigned
Right.
and the health of that, whether or not you're overbooked or underbooked. And I'm excited about where that's going.